Jr. next time is don't listen to Tom.
Tom is getting blown up on every one of these podcasts now.
Dude.
It's like every guest is like, fuck
If you guys
Tom.
are having Pig next week, I think that trend's going to continue.
Oh, yeah.
Some of Tom's advice blows my mind. Like, he was criticizing you for jumping out of the corner when you were fighting. What are you supposed to do against Jax?
Yeah, no, I mean it was working, right?
Right, it was working.
Yeah.
It's not like Shang Tsung has a teleport. Like, what other option does he have?
And a lot of
Just fight
criticism
the whole
about
round against Jax in the corner.
every time Morty would use meter for EX cartwheel. What a waste of... I remember a specific moment. You're fighting Rio, and you chipped him to death with the EX cartwheel. Man, you got to take... You can't fuck around. When you're fighting a guy in top 8 against Rio, you got 1 bar to close the round out.
Yeah.
The fucking bar's not what's important. It's the round.
Yeah, the most important is the round.
That made perfect sense to me.
The best part about the whole weekend, though, is before the tournament started, Tom comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, so are you still using Shang Tsung?" And I was like, "No, I was just trolling him. I was like, nope, I'm using Hitbox Cabal." And this is what he says. He's like, good, because to be honest with you, Shang Tsung is one of the worst in the game. He's like, if you play Jax will blow you up. Jax is S plus tier or whatever. And he's like, Shang Tsung, he's definitely at the bottom. I was like, all right, Tom, I know. I mean, he always talks out of his ass, so I was like, okay, like I was agreeing with him.
It's actually kind of funny is that first night that we were there just walking around on Friday, I brought my hitbox along. We were just having Detroit carrying it around.
That's awesome.
No, the best part about it, though, is after Grand Finals when I beat CD Jr., the look on Tom Brady's face. It's funny because it seemed like he was more salty than anybody else.
I don't know what happened, like why he became so pro New York in that short a time frame.
He is a chameleon. Wherever he goes, he blends in.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird because I really feel like, when he came here at Devastation, he stayed with us, and I felt like we treated him really well and got along really well. And then when I rewatched the commentary for Top 8, it just seemed like he was so against myself and Detroit. And
man,
you don't treat people like that. You don't treat people who let you come in their home and show hospitality and then like the time you're shitting all over them.
Yeah.
Like that's not how social behavior is supposed to work. So I don't know about all that. I don't want to call him a woman again, but
I'm sensing a real like New York versus Midwest rivalry.
That's good for the scene. I mean, that's fun.
Yeah.
Those New York guys are super friendly. If the ones like Rio, I have nothing bad to say about that guy.
Yeah.
He is super, super humble, super shy. I mean.
Yeah, him, Maxter, and CD. I cannot imagine CD ever saying a bad thing about anybody. If you've ever spoken with him, he's really soft-spoken, really shy.
Yeah, it's too bad 16-Bit talked shit about him last week.
Look, I criticized this Katana player from Katana player to Katana player. I have nothing against him as a person.
You said he should
also,
be more like you.
That was just shit talk. But I mean, also he's really successful. It's not like he's getting blown up. I mean, he got blown up in one game. It happens. I don't have anything against him.
There was actually I forget who it was. Someone I think it was CD Jr. asked me, since I had played both you and CD, who I think is the better Katana. And the truth is, I think, is you guys play so differently that it really depends who you play. So.
I think that answer makes sense. I better against Reptile than I do. I could see him doing better against, characters that I struggle with. If I can't zone, I'm very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But if you had to answer, what would you say?
Well, that's what I said.
You have a gun to your head. You have to answer.
He wants to hear it.
I have to pick one or the other. No, that really is my answer. Is I think there's matches you would dominate in, and then some that he would, because he's so rushdown oriented with all these frame traps. I actually, prior to NEC, I really questioned how effective his style of play was. I always thought that Katana, I think she's better zoning and footsies. But after playing him, I think
Well,
Both
here,
of their playstyles can really work effectively.
If
I
CD
think
if CD played 16-bit, who would win?
I guess we'll have to find out at final round.
Oh shit.
Oh.
we have actually played. We played casuals. We have played.
And who won?
We went back and forth.
Okay.
And I've played Maxter too. He denies it, and I don't know why he denies it, but we played. It was not pretty. It was not pretty for Maxter.
Oh.
Was he using Cyrax?
He used it mostly using Sector.
Okay, you can't talk shit about the guy if he's not even using his
Well,
business.
no, hey, the only reason I bring it up is because he denies it. He says it wasn't him. So there's another Dominican guy that looks just like him and plays the robots. Get out of here, man. To be fair, he plays when he first started playing Sector.
So you blew up his like day one Sector, and you're putting him on blast.
All I'm saying is, look, all right, here's the whole beef I have with Maxter. Everyone is saying, oh, Saint Max, he never talks shit. That dude is in every stream chat talking shit. Let's stop saying he never talks shit. Yeah, and I don't have a problem with that. I love hype. I love shit talk. It's entertaining. Bless him for it. But people are saying, oh, I can't imagine him shit talking. He's always in those streams. At the Devastation stream, when I was doing commentary at Devastation, he was in that stream chat talking about how he'd exposed me and all this shit. So it's like, dude, we
Wait,
played. And
Maxter?
Yes, Maxter.
Are you
Really?
sure,
He would.
dude?
Yeah.
Are
Well,
you
if he
sure?
would, he didn't when we played.
That kind of surprises me. He doesn't seem like the kind of
Yeah.
person that would ever call anybody out like that.
I don't know. Someone told me he was really drunk when he. I don't know if that's true. I mean that's fine. It's first off, I understand that he supports his brother. That of course he does. Of course he's gonna be like, my brother has the better katana. I mean, it'd be kind of fucking awkward if he didn't. So that's cool, but this idea of shit talk. Well, not them. I mean, the other two don't, but he does.
Dude,
And I've
Maxter.
seen him.
Maxter is really
What?
good. His Sector is really good.
Yeah, absolutely. He's great. I'm just saying he can deny it all he wants when we play. I don't even know why I brought that up. Anyway, the point is, CD. A criticism I have of CD's Rushdown is, believe it or not, a lot of it is I think people don't know. Like for example, that jump and punch 2-1 cutter into back 1 and 2. That's not good at all. You can blow that up.
How?
If you crouch block and there's no reason not to crouch block, you can poke her out of that.
Well, doesn't the jump punch, doesn't it gel you in?
You're not jailed after the cutter. You can crouch block as soon as the cutter's over. And she has no overhead. In fact, there's a point if you interrupt it with the down 4 because it whiffed. But what I'm saying is, anyway, the point is, after you block the cutter, if you go into crouch block and he does back 1-2, you can interrupt it. You can even do a fast uppercut. Or if you read that he's going to do that, you can neutral jump punch him. That's a 20-frame move. You could do like Shang Tsung's 2-2 whatever into full combo. You can blow him up, and people are acting like they're respecting that like it's a frame trap.
So let me ask you a question. What do you think about the new?
I don't get it. I don't understand what's so good about it.
The two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've talked about it on the show, and I think the best use of it is when you're knocked down, using the 1 to hit on the ground. But like in open play, I don't understand what. I mean, Katana doesn't have a problem making you block. From that distance, she already makes you block because she has down 1, 4, 2, 1. So I don't understand why you're using a high move in a game that has all these good down 4s from that distance.
I got you.
I mean, I haven't played him using it though. Like, what did you think about it?
In tournament play, it didn't really work well for him, but casuals, he blew me up with it.
What was he doing? I don't understand. Like, all right, he gets in that distance and he does 2-1. Like, what is it doing to you?
It's pretty much like I kind of want to say guessing game, but I kind of don't, because what he can do, I'm pretty sure you already know about this, but the 2-1 on block, you can just cut her, right? But
Right, yeah.
no, what do you say?
But I mean, okay, if you block cutter standing, you're neutral. But if you block it ducking,